probably one of the older ones there, about 2.5 years now.
I find it physically and mentally challenging.
I think just give it a go. Doesn't matter what skill you are, what level you are, what age you are, you just got to give it a go, and you could actually surprise yourself.
My name's Gary. I've been training for maybe 7-8 years, I think. I got really unfit and I wanted something to break me out of it. Found a club online and just went for it.
7, 8.
I started probably just over 10 years ago, just mainly to try and keep fit, and I came with my son at the time. He gave up, but I continued.
I guess a lot of people who are not familiar with martial arts, will have that kind of perspective that martial arts is really about the fighting. But for me, actually, I think Shaolin is more about the training and the self-discipline. It's more about self-mastery over time. And that's why I train. I think that's why a lot of people train. But people train for different reasons. So the Sanda, for example, clearly people are training. The younger guys and girls are kind of more interested in competition and I guess proving to themselves really what they can do, and pushing themselves a bit. Facing some of the fear, because sparring can be quite frightening. So there are lots of benefits. It boosts confidence and it boosts your kind of mental well-being through fitness, and just discovering really what you can achieve and pushing things a bit further. So I think that's quite universal, but I think then the different aspects of Shaolin appeal to different people. So as I say, people can come for competition, either on the form side of things with wushu, or they can go into the Sanda competition, or they can do it more for the aesthetics and more for the personal mastery. So I think people train for different reasons. Well, I've always been very interested in the Shaolin martial arts, and I think the initial appeal and still part of the appeal is the aesthetics of it. So it's very much an art, more than just a functional. It's not just like functional street fighting like some styles are. So I enjoy that artistic side of it, and of course the fitness gives you that sense of well-being. So it keeps you in good shape. And that's important to me as I get a bit older, and I guess I just enjoy also the camaraderie. It's a good bunch of people, so you enjoy. It becomes kind of part of your family.
The training is very, very hard. But yeah, you come out the other side and hopefully you're better than when you went in. So.
Just give it a go, and I'm glad I have, because I'm still doing it and everyone encourages you, and I think I've got better, and every day you get better, every day you learn something new.
I train in the Kung Fu classes. I like the traditional stuff from the Qigong, and I'd like to start doing more of the weapons as well, so that's the plan. Yeah.
You do have to put the effort in and the time. You do have to commit. Someone said to me once that if you really want to do something, you will find a way. So it depends how much you want it, you know. You've got to put in the effort, you've got to put in the time and make it part of your life.
You know, we have just excellent teachers, so benefiting from all of their experience. So there's such a great team, atmosphere, so much going on all of the time, so it's just great to be part of it all.
I've done karate and kickboxing and things before, but I found this to be much more varied, so I've stuck with it.
Well, we're training here at the UK Shaolin Temple. It's pretty much the same as how we train in China. I think the only difference is in China is that obviously it's the intensity, and when you're there you're able to train 8 hours a day. So, and obviously you're surrounded by the Shaolin Temple and all the environment there, so you get the real atmosphere and the real feeling when you go there. But with regards to the training, it's quite similar. It's quite similar here.
I do acrobatics, team training, Kung Fu and Sanda. I like acrobatics because I love doing the movements and I've got lots of friends here.
My favourite is acrobatics. The classes I do are Sanda and Kung Fu. I like you can put power into it and you get to run around quite a lot and stuff like that. You should definitely try it. I mean, the first class I did, it was quite enjoyable. I mean, once you get into it for quite a while and you know what you're doing and start to know everyone and stuff, it's really fun.
And I've been training with UK Shaolin Temple since I was about, I think, 14, so since 2009. So getting on for about 10 years, well, that's on and off, so I've taken a couple of years out here and there, but yeah, about 10 years. I wanted to sort of push myself because it's all well and good doing the training and it's brilliant to do, but you know, it's nice to have something to work towards as well, and you know, I guess it's just good fun. It's a lot more on self-defense, so it's kind of like team training with we are sparring to compete, so it's a lot more working on, you know, fitness, conditioning, and then the techniques, and working towards sort of that end. Whereas the self-defense, you know, it's more on seeing situations as well. Then I guess just finding other ways out of it as well. But.
At a young age, I've always wanted to learn martial arts of some sort, but I never really knew what one would be best suited for me. I've been gymming before now, and this is really like an accumulation of stamina fitness and Sanda, Chinese kickboxing kind of gives me all that, plus that own dream of wanting to learn some martial art form, and it'd be, yeah.
So do you find the training here very different to self-training at the gym?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not really gym, obviously it's fitness, but this is, I feel like I'm working out a lot more here. Like at the gym I'd be there for an hour and a half, and I feel so much. Here, after an hour and a half, I feel like twice as good.
I find that it can sort of let out your anger, and after like a hard day you can just go there and just let it all out.
I train with some really lovely people. We have fantastic teachers, and it's just great fun. And it's helped me in so many ways. It's helped me, I'm fitter now than I've been in years. It's helped my balance, my memory. It's not easy, it's not an easy thing to do, but if you push yourself and try, you get so many benefits. It is physically challenging and mentally challenging because you're learning. You're learning new stuff every week.
It's really helped actually. It helps with my mental health, it's helped calm my mind. So when I'm doing Tai Chi, that's all I'm thinking about are the movements, and it's kind of like being in a meditative state because that's all you're focused on. Your mind isn't worrying about future or past. So it's really helped me a lot.
What I enjoy here is I think the teaching here is really thorough, and it's great. Well, when we come in, we do a warm-up, which is great, and then we do a series of stretches. Then we tend to do basics, which are basic movements, which are basic Tai Chi movements, and kip drills, which are useful to sort of perfect because you use them in the form. And then we separate into different groups depending on how long you've been doing it or how advanced you are or whether you're a beginner. And then we do the form. Yeah, I think it has helped me. I think it gives you a focus and a balance, a sort of physical and mental balance that is kind of really useful in your everyday life. So
I think it's, like I said, fitness, but I think it's a whole body fitness. I think mentally as well. I think it relaxes you, and it's a quality of life thing, isn't it?
Since I started doing Tai Chi, I've noticed that my both mental and physical health have improved. I don't think I have even had a cold within that time, so it's really great.
I think the most important, in my experience, the most important thing in choosing where you train is the quality of the instruction. It's kind of an obvious thing. But it's not so obvious how to judge that, actually, if you're new to martial arts. So I would encourage them to, come and have a look at Shaolin and see, and pay attention to, I guess, to a number of things. The first thing is, you know, look at the students and see how good they are. I think anywhere you go and you see a class, you know, it tells the quality of the students tell you a lot about the quality of the instructors. So I think that's always something to pay attention to. Safety is important, especially if you've got kids, you know, if it's your family that are training. So just make sure there's discipline in the class, you know, and you know, and have a chat with the instructors and see if you like their attitude. You know, it's I think different schools and different styles of martial art have different values and different approaches. You know, some are more street fighting oriented, some are more competition oriented. You know, some are more aggressive and competitive in their culture of the club, and that reflects usually on the instructors. And others are more family oriented and you know, and more nurturing. So yeah, so I think that these are the things that you have to make your own decision what you're looking for. And I think Shaolin is more oriented towards, you know, the sort of the family aspect of you know, everyone being included, and the values are not overtly about competition. We do competition, but it's not about being competitive with each other, you know. And I think that's something that makes Shaolin stand out from some of the other clubs, you know. I've done a lot of taekwondo and karate in the past, so I'm comparing from my own past history. Yeah, yeah.
Your goals do kind of match what this Shaolin Temple offers you, then I think go for it, because it literally will give you everything you possibly want out of stamina, your flexibility, absolutely like everything that you could possibly, down to your core performance, anything. It's just literally, it's like a dream working out here and seeing what you're picking up as you go, and you really do see yourself in a whole other matter afterwards.
The people are very, very friendly. The instructors are absolutely brilliant and very patient. I was 40 when I started, so you're never too old. There are people much older than me doing it as well. So, and no one is judgmental. No one kind of laughs at you unless you laugh together, obviously. And yeah, so there's this. I mean, the benefits of martial arts are endless, and I would really recommend it.
Just give it a go, absolutely give it a go, because that's what got me into it. I saw bits and pieces about, you know, that I saw like Qigong demonstrations and things like that. Then I heard about the Sanda through that. So then I'm just never looked back with it. Like, I can't imagine not training now. It's brilliant. But yeah, just go for it.
We get a great welcome. Everyone is so nice, so friendly. It's like a big family, and everyone will help you. And you'll get over that nervousness once you start training.
Yeah, you just got to jump in and do it. It's never too late. You know, if you're, you know, think you're too old or whatever, it's never too late to start. So yeah, just come on down and join in.
I'd recommend it, and it's definitely, the benefits are there.
Just come, relax, and give it your best. Have a go.
Just turn up and do. That's it.